All right, we're going to move on to the clash of the upcoming weekend. Could it be the grand final preview? Richmond versus West Coast.
First v second.
First v second. The only two teams sitting with a 7-1 record. Obviously, the one loss for the Eagles was in round one against the Swans, and then Richmond's loss was to Adelaide at Adelaide Oval. Once again, the Eagles last week, up against GWS on the road, took care of business again. GWS has been struggling, but are you convinced that they're starting to shake that we can only play at home tag, or not yet?
Yeah, I reckon they are. They're proving that they can play anywhere. I mean, look at Jack Darling. He was pretty impressive.
Incredible.
He took strong marks and got 4 goals. They're proving that they can play.
Yeah. And they still have to shake the MCG hoodoo, though.
Oh, definitely.
Because that's the big one.
You can't shake it if you don't play there.
No, that is true. But when they versed Carlton, they only won. That's their one game at the MCG. They won by 13 points, I think, which is...
Won.
They still won, but
they should have absolutely massacred Carlton.
They should have done a little bit better than that. But as you said, Darling has been superb, and Darling, he also leads the league in contested marks, so it's not just the goal kicking. And right now he's third in the Coleman, which if you said that at the start of the season, you see we haven't always been the biggest fan of Jack, but he's playing quite well. And then on top of that, you've got Kennedy as well. Richmond. This is probably their biggest test outside of the Crows because, as we've said, every team that they've beaten so far, it was not a finalist in last year's September action. So this is probably their biggest test. Were you impressed against North Melbourne, or was there more alarm bells because they actually got quite close, and if Ben Brown could kick straight, they might have actually pinched it?
Yeah, they look tired, the Tigers. They've played a lot of games in short space of time with that Anzac Day match. They're starting to look tired. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop some of those players, just giving them a bit of a rest.
Especially with going to Perth
I'll
as well.
I'll put Soldo in, have Soldo and Nankervis take on Nick Nat, because I don't think Nankervis can run all day with him, and I don't think Sean Griggs back yet because he's still injured. So, and Nank's been playing 100% of the game time in ruck, so they need to get another ruckman in there. Do you think Dusty's a bit injured?
Do you think he's injured, or do you just think Ben Jacobs is that good?
Well, didn't he bruise his knee? Was it in the Anzac Day match when he had knee on knee?
Yeah, there was that one contest and he was limping afterwards.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something to go with that. I reckon he's playing a bit injured because he plays the third term all in the forward line.
Yeah, well, it has been effective in the forward line at times, but would you rest him or not?
No, I wouldn't rest him. I'll keep him in the forward line. What would you do, Brown?
I would rest him. You've racked up wins now. I wouldn't risk if it's something serious. If it's just a bruising knee, then you could probably get away with it. But if it's something more serious, I wouldn't be playing him.
And obviously, injuries-wise, the Eagles will get Nick Nat back, which wasn't an injury. That was the suspension. McGovern's hopeful to return. It's probably a 50-50 at the moment. And Sheed's also a chance as well. Shuey's obviously no chance, but they'll get bolstered by a few of those additions. But it is in terms of the heavyweight of the competition. Richmond are number 1 in points for and points against. The Eagles are number 2 in points for and number 5 in points against. So these two right now are the premier teams of the competition. Prediction time. Because it's at Optus Stadium, I'm leaning towards West Coast just.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. At Optus Stadium, the Eagles are hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Eagles too.
Does it? This is the next question. So everyone's unanimous that it's the Eagles, but would it change, if the Eagles win, would it change your opinion of that same matchup on the MCG? Because for me, it wouldn't matter. Even if the Eagles smashed Richmond, I would still pick them to win the grand final against them at the MCG.
Richmond to win the grand final.
Even if West Coast come out and kill them this week, it wouldn't change it.
The dimensions are similar on both grounds.
Yeah, I still
There's
just don't
something
trust
about going and playing in Melbourne. I think with West Coast, there's something mentally.
It's a hoodoo type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen them struggle with it. And as well, playing at Optus Stadium, that's becoming, with Adelaide Oval, one of the toughest places to go against. However, in saying that, the Tigers have won 5 of their last 6 games in Perth. So
I like Perth. There's a lot of Richmond fans in
Yeah.
Perth.
there's a lot of Richmond fans everywhere.
There's a lot
At
in
the
Perth.
moment, bandwagon.
Oh, here we go.
Not
But
saying you, but I'm saying there's more bandwagon fans.
yes. But yeah,
Really?
Richmond will be looking to be just the second team all season to win a game at Optus Stadium. They join the Swans if they can do that.